jacked up. Let's get this wheel off here. The lugs on this is a 13/16, or what I like to use is a 21. And this just happens to have a wheel lock on it too. If you got a wheel lock and you're using an air gun like I am, put your wheel lock on first. Make sure it goes into the groove where it's supposed to be at. Then take it off. Now, believe me, no, the dealership didn't make a mistake and put these tires on wrong. Stay away from the Craftsman half-inch drive gun. Please stay away from it. Took the extension out so I can get a better, more torque on it. Now I'm gonna go on the other side and take the other wheel off. When we come back, we'll knock these brakes out real quick. All right, right back. All right, we got our wheels off. Next thing, before we start, go over here, take off the cap to your master cylinder. When you push them pistons back, you don't want to mess up anything inside that master, or you want to let that fluid be able to flow freely back out of here. But as you can see, this one's kind of full. So what I like to do here, I got me a little drain pan over here. I'm not gonna put it up under the car, keep it right there. Go over here, give me some look at it, look at it, look at it, look at it, look at it. Can y'all read that for me? Can you dig it? Alright, let's go back to work, man. Go sit here messing around with you guys. Get some paper, let's get some paper towels. Alright, I'm gonna ball it up here. And use paper towel because it absorbs faster than your rags you use. We're gonna just stick that paper towel in there, so as we pushing that piston back, that paper towel's gonna soak that up. It won't spill all over the ground or anything, especially if you got a catalytic converter over there. Things start smelling everywhere. All right, let's get right here, and very easy to do brakes on this. Now what you want to do is, let me go get my air line. Be right back. All right, the caliper got 2 bolts on it, one on the top, one on the bottom. We're going to try to do this with just one on the bottom. So I got a 14 millimeter 3/8 drive, and got my 3/8 drive air ratchet. What you do is just take out the bottom bolt. Okay, got that bottom bolt out. And what we're gonna do is try to see if we can swing this caliper up. See that? You see that right there? You see that? All right. Now, once we swing it up, this caliper got a habit of will snap back, so it gets in your way. So what you're gonna do is get you a piece of a wire or something. Let me go get the wire, and I'll be right back. All right, we got a little piece of mechanics wire here. They call it whatever. You can use a piece of string or anything you want. We'll hook it into that bolt I took out for the caliper. Bring it around. And all I'm gonna do is just wrap it around the shock one time. And this ain't gonna do too easy, so I'm gonna have to twist this a little bit. Alright, so that keeps that out of the way for us. Alright, the next thing we're gonna do, let's pop out one of our brake pads. You can see things are really worn. It was getting close to it. What we're gonna do, we're gonna take our C-clamp, and the C-clamp is gonna go right in the center of this caliper. And don't try to push it in there because you can't crack that piston inside there. So that's why you use a brake pad on the other side. And slowly bring it in, and you're gonna slowly turn it in and bring that piston in. And actually, this is so light, I'm doing this by hand. I don't even have the rod to go in here. That goes to show that's a very good caliper. All right, you want to go, keep turning till it actually stops, till it can't go no more. Release it. Take it out. Now, while we're over here, let's take out the inboard pad. And you notice that one has a wear sensor on it that actually broke off. So this car definitely was squealing. So we put them down. Let's go get our new brake pads. Be right back. All right, got our new brake pads here. You want to make sure your brake pads have, see a little shim in the back there, that little shiny part? Make sure it has that. It's an anti-squeal shim. It'll eliminate the brakes from squealing, not from the sensor, the wear sensor, but vibration. But before we do that, get you some anti-seize or some brake lubricant. And let me set it up right there for you. We got a lot left over from from the front brakes. And what you want to do is just squeeze out just a little bit and use a Q-tip. Be nice. Mechanic 007, appreciate this suggestion. Take the Q-tip, put it up there, and you're gonna set it right where that brake pad. Do not get down on the rotor. All right, just where the brake pads slide at. All right, and you want to do that to both sides. The inside is kind of hard to do, but just take your time. You got it. Okay. Once you got that, now remember, the inboard, that's the one, put it this way, the inboard is the one more close to the car, and the outboard is the one outside the car. Alright, so we're going to back this up a little bit. Now the inboard one has the wear sensor on it, so we want to get our brake pads and we want to make sure that it matches up. See, that one don't. See, it's on the opposite side. So we get the other one, matches up. So we do know that goes on the inboard. Whenever it wants to go. Okay, that's the first one. Now, let me show you how these are going in, and it's setting in that groove right there, and that groove up there. And here's the outboard. I can show you this one better. Now, pay attention to how these brake pads go. You want to make sure. Let me see. You can't pretty much put it the wrong way. So that's good. All right. So we're gonna go in there like this. Push it down. Slides right into place. See that? It's just the same. That's the way the inboard is. Take your time and set them in there, and you'll definitely get it. All right. Unhook our piston. Make sure the piston slides back and forth like that. Make sure the slider's good. If it doesn't, then you're in trouble. Take them apart, get some new sliders. Put our bolt back in. Again, 14 millimeter. Let's tighten it up. All right. Now, before we go to the other side, let's get our mechanics wire out of here. Before we go to the other side, what I'm going to do is, let's go over here. Alright, before we do this side, I'm going to show you something up in the front. When we push that caliper back, you see that? See the paper towel? See all that brake fluid soaked it up? So that way you're not spilling it all over the car down there, dripping on the ground. Just take it out, throw it on the pan. Now let's get that down a little bit. So what we're gonna do is put the cap back on. We're gonna go over here. We're gonna pump the brake pedal up a few times, just to push that piston back. Okay. Push the one we did on the right side. Push it back into place. And go over here. Take our cap back off. And what we're going to do now is get some more paper towel, stick it back in there, and then we're going to come over here and do our brakes. So let me go get the paper towel, stick it in there, and when we come back, we'll do this side. Alright, I know you got it. Let's do it. 14 millimeter. Just one bolt, just at the bottom. Get that off. Okay. Pop the bolt out. Get our mechanics wire. Okay. We know we're hooking it around the shock, so we just hook that around the shock a little bit. Swing our caliper up. Hook the other piece of the wire through the hole we took the bolt out of. Keeps that out of the way. Okay, next, let's pop our brake pads out. Outboard, no wear sensor on it. Inboard has the wear sensor. Next step, anti-seize, lubricant on the 4 corners right there, right where the brake pads slide at. Alright. And before getting into it, remember, do not get none on the rotor. Now before I continue, let me go change my gloves. I don't want to get no grease on the new pads and all that. Alright, so I'm gonna go change my gloves and I'll be right back. We gotta clean our hand. Yeah. Alright. Nice clean gloves. Get our new brake pads. We got this one with the wear sensor, inboard. Stick that in there. One without a wear sensor, that's on the outboard. Just like that. Gotta push our piston back. So, get my C-clamp, put it into place. Old brake pad, do not go up against that piston. A little bit more. Alright. I'm going to twist that in. Just twist it in slowly. Alright. Because you want to make sure while you're pushing that piston in, the brake fluid is backing back up into that master cylinder. That's why we got that paper towel there. So you want to give that paper towel time to soak that fluid up. Dang it. Yeah, you might get that, but it's okay. And you're just going to keep on going till it stops. Okay, that's it. Release it. Notice our piston's flush now with the caliper housing itself. Okay, then what we're going to do, unhook our wire, bring it back down, and there's a boot. Let me show you over here. Now, right there, there's a little boot right there. Just make sure that boot, you see how I gotta push it in, line it up, and our bolt gonna go right in there. Okay, let's tighten that up. Okay. Let's back up. Get our mechanics wire out of there. Stuff out the way. Brake pad over here. Let's get our tire. Okay, let's get this tire on. The reason why I'm showing you this part is because you want to make sure that you put these tires on, tighten them up in a cross pattern way. What I'm doing is starting it with my hands first, just to get them started. Okay, and we got our wheel lock right here. You just set that up there. All right, let's get our gun. Now cross pad, you want to tighten it up so you're tightening it up like a star. What I want to do first though, I want to bring it in just to bring that wheel, get that wheel straight. Just a little bit, just like that. Now I'm gonna go. And notice I wasn't going around like this now because I want to make sure my wheel lock is last. And that one ain't really too tight because you don't want to strip these things out, strip these threads out. All right, let's go put on the other. I'm gonna put the other tire on, and then we'll continue from there. Be right back. All right, we got that tightened up. We'll go over here. You notice, see how our towel soaked that brake fluid up? Nice and clean. No drips nowhere on the ground and all that. We're gonna close our master cylinder up. We're gonna pump the brake pedal up, but before I do that, take off these gloves. Temperature out here right now is 30 degrees. This is prime weather for Astro. I hate the summer. So, if y'all don't see too many videos in the summer, you know why. Alright, so we're going to pump our brake pedal up. Okay. Release our emergency brakes. We got the front wheels jacked up down. Alright. And what we do is go out here and just make sure the level is still good. It looks like it's really good because they've been putting brake fluid in it. Yeah, it's still up there full. All right, it's going good. All right, let's wrap it up.